Hey, what's up you guys? It's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a Halloween speed build. This is a speed build of the house used in the remake of the movie Carrie. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that movie. It's honestly not that scary. That's just my personal opinion. Definitely not one of my favorites, but it was still a good movie nonetheless. And I watched it earlier this week and I was inspired to make the house that was used in that film. If you haven't seen it, it's really a simple story. It's basically about a young girl named Carrie who is constantly being bullied at school. She lives a very sheltered, simplistic lifestyle with her mom, who's very religious, and after being pushed too far by a bunch of people and a bunch of pranks gone wrong and things, she basically ends up unleashing some telekinetic terror on her town, and it causes a lot of trouble. But it's still a good story. I like it. I haven't seen the original, so that might be a fun thing to do. Anyway, in case you didn't see earlier, I had some trouble kind of figuring out the roof. I don't know if I've changed it yet or what. Nope, I'm about to change it right now. I had so much trouble with the roof. Roofing is I need a lot of work on my roofing. Let's be real. I tried making the roof work, and then I ended up just going a completely different route and building more of the house forward and then using multiple roofs to kind of get the same effect I was going for, and it gave me more space in the house itself, so it was a win-win. Worked really well. Today is Halloween, and I'm so excited. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Comment down below what you guys went as for Halloween. If you went, I have a great costume. I went as Dan and Phil's sim, Dill Halter, with my friends who were Dan and Phil. It was great. Well, we haven't gone yet, but that's what we're going as, and we're doing horror movie night tonight. I'm so excited. Also, exciting news, Sims 4 City Living comes out tomorrow. Who else is excited for that? Like, are you seriously a simmer if you aren't excited for City Living? I am so excited. I'm going to hopefully get it on my computer, buy it sometime this week, and don't worry, I'm going to have tons of City Living kind of themed builds and things. I'm going to definitely be doing apartment speed builds. I'm going to be playing around with the new features. I might even do an LP, but I'll have to plan that out. So, stay tuned. I will definitely have City Living stuff though. You guys have no idea how excited I am. Apartments, I'm so ready for apartments. For the house, again, because they are very sheltered and simplistic people, I kind of just wanted to go very simple, so I used the simplest looking windows. I love these windows. I didn't even realize these windows were in the game until this build, and I fell in love with them, so I'm definitely going to use them in future builds. Also, I wasn't too sure about the layout of the house, so I kind of guessed on a lot of things. But you know, that's artistic choice. I never said it was an exact replica, but I definitely did make it based off of the house. I knew it was a smaller house, and I knew that a lot of the stuff was connected, especially down on the main level, so I think the one difference that there might have been was how I did the kitchen area, but that's not that big of a deal. For the wallpaper, I went with some faded kind of simple wallpaper because in some of the screenshots I saw of the movie, I did do research on finding screenshots and things. There was some faded, kind of, it was almost floral wallpaper, but it wasn't quite. So I think this wallpaper was the best representation of that. The lighting, I wanted to do simple lighting, very simple. I really, really enjoyed this build, actually. I might even move my current household into it. And then, of course, I'm touching up all the mistakes I've made over the past, however long it took me. It only took me like an hour and a half to do this build, I think. And the main problem I had was the roof, but I cut a lot of that stuff out in the video, so no big deal. This first bedroom up here is the mother's room. And to be honest, I feel like the mother is completely psychotic, but that is just me. That could just be me. If any of you guys have seen that, comment down below what you think about the mother. Is she psychotic? I think she is. I think she is. Because the mother is very, very religious, I kind of saw her as one of those people that wasn't too into worldly things and wanted to kind of, seclude herself almost. Is that the right word, seclude? So she doesn't have a whole lot in her house. In fact, throughout the entire house doing this build, I didn't use any TVs or computers. So if you did want to use this house, whether you wanted to use it for a Carrie sim or not, that might be something you want to add. By the way, as always, you can find this build on the gallery under the hashtag JessGames and the user 5loons and MN. I'll leave those in the description below in case you can't spell or if you forget. It's always in the description. Let me know what you guys think of this build. I enjoyed this, and if there is a specific build from a movie or something you want to see, let me know. I'm more than willing to do that. I had a bunch of Halloween builds, and I filmed a bunch of them, but the problem is I've been so busy recently, I didn't have time to edit all of them. I went back and edited videos that I made a long time ago, but then I kind of missed out on my opportunity for Halloween kind of videos, so that's kind of a shame. But I'm definitely planning stuff for the holidays already. I got some fun stuff planned for that. And of course, city living, I have a bunch of stuff planned for that too. This is the bathroom. There's only one bathroom in this house between the mom and Carrie. I actually don't know if the mom has a name or not, if she's mentioned by name, but they just have one bathroom throughout the entire house that they share, and it's very, very simple. It has an iconic scene towards the end of the movie after Carrie gets back from the prom and before all the drama goes down, because I don't want to spoil it if any of you guys want to watch it that haven't seen it yet. At the top of the stairs, there's just a little sitting area because I figured that's the best thing that could go in that space. Actually, there's a couple other things thinking back that I think could have fit there. Down at the bottom, the mom is a seamstress, and so I figured that this would be a nice area. I don't know what I was doing. Probably song changes. That or American Horror Story, like usual. I need a new series to binge watch. But the mom is a seamstress that works out of the house, and so I figured that would be a nice little corner for her to do her work. I did use, the only cheat I think I used was the buy debug cheat, which is a cheat that allows you to have game-generated objects such as like ores and rocks and all that fun stuff. On the wall, I put some shelves and I put some stacks of clothes just to kind of make it look like those are either things she has to fix or things that she's already fixed. On the desk, I put some candles and some stuff, just a box of stuff, and I put a mannequin to kind of be her little guide for all of her projects. And in the front area, I do some decorations, just kind of a coat hanger and shoes. Another thing that's very iconic in this film is the under the stairs. It's kind of like Harry Potter where there's a room under the stairs, and it's basically where she goes and she locks her daughter in there every time her daughter does something that she thinks is sinful, and she makes her daughter worship in the little room under the stairs. So I put a little picture of a man who can be interpreted however you want it to be, and then I also put some candles down there so you have light, because you can't really put lights in there. That middle room on the first floor that has the couches, that's the living room. It is definitely not done yet. I think I'm about to go fix it right now. I put a fireplace in there, and I put some decorations. I put the same picture of the man above the fireplace because, again, it can be interpreted however you want it to be. It can be, a religious figure if you want it. It can be a family member if you want it. It can be whatever you want it to be, and obviously you can change it if you download the house. Overall, I think this build was actually a really fun project. I really enjoyed this build a lot, and I might even use it for my current household. Who knows? Who knows? I did enjoy it, though, a lot. I have a couple things. I like doing the movie-based kind of idea, and I've been thinking maybe doing a Harry Potter-themed house, the number 4 Privet Drive. I've been thinking about doing the house from the murder house from American Horror Story, again with my American Horror Story obsession. This little area is a dining room, and I did a little open kind of idea. Being a secluded house, I didn't really think they'd have an open space there, but I just liked the idea of having it all in one area, so I chose to do it. I did artistic interpretation, and I chose to do it that way. I also tried doing, what are those things called? The little kind of metal tubes above the oven. It's completely skipping my mind what it is called. I don't remember, but I was going to do one of those as well, and I ended up not doing that. I'm pretty proud of how this build turned out, honestly. The last thing I do is some landscaping, and while I am doing that, I figured I'd wrap this video up. It is coming to a close. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. I try and make new videos at least once a week. I've actually uploaded 4 days in a row now, I think. 4 days in a row, that's pretty good. Be sure to leave any suggestions, tips, whatever. I love being able to look through your comments and see what you say about the build, how I can improve. Be sure to check out my social media. I'll leave the links to that in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me on Snapchat. All that stuff. That's always fun. You can keep up with me in real life by following my vlog channel or my main channel. I make new videos quite often on those. Vlog channel is Jess Vlogs if you want to keep up with my life activities, and my main channel is Jessica Witt. I'll leave both links to those in the description below if you want to check those out, which I definitely think you should. Be sure to check out my last speed build. I built a modern family home, and I think it turned out quite nice. Be sure to share this video with at least one other person you think would enjoy it, and I will see you guys all later. Have a great day, guys. Bye.